Welcome back to One Man's Life Mission. So I'm hanging
Two
out...
lives, two man's life mission, actually.
Two man's life mission. Yeah. That's right. I'm hanging out with Brad and we're doing a bit of game and we thought we'd talk about drama.
Oh, you want to talk about drama? There's a lot of drama, especially around me and the rest of the world.
And I've done a bit of drama on this channel, so...
What kind of drama do you want to get into, brother?
I don't know. Your drama?
All right, so where do you want to start with the drama?
How about you... maybe I could do a live next time, maybe. So you guys... We might do a live and you guys can ask some questions. What's been going on?
What recently?
Because...
Well, right now I'm here with you making this video. Before that I was meeting some girls...
Oh, yeah,
from the apps. I'm not going to disclose exactly where we are. I don't know if we should do that.
Probably not a good idea.
Yeah, I've been traveling around recently, going from country to country, sometimes one country a bit longer than the other, meeting a lot of girls. Before I had my YouTube channel and my Instagram and all that, and I was spending a lot of time making content for you guys and making stuff. But since I don't have that, I'm probably getting laid twice as much as I was before, and before I was getting laid a lot. So my lay count's should I say my lay count? Is it going to upset people?
No, I don't think so.
Well, it's maybe 700 or more. So it might upset some people. They might blow their minds that a guy like me could have such a high lay count.
I do have there's a lot of people that are pretty cool that follow this channel, but there's also these incel fuckers.
Well, yeah, comes along with anything.
If you're not putting it up on YouTube, it doesn't happen in their eyes.
Well, I was putting it up on YouTube. That's where I got banned. So,
but in their fucking eyes, if it's not on, it's like unless you're proving it to these fuckers every day,
so
it's not happening.
Those that aren't aware, just start the drama off right now. The way I was banned from basically life and business was you incels out there don't believe that when a man is not good looking or not perfect, not your ideal guy, and he's out there claiming, which a lot of guys claim, a lot of them are lying, that they're getting laid and they know how to do it and they have the methods, all that bullshit. I'm not going to try to give you the gimmicky gamey stuff. I'm just going to say I was getting a lot of results. And guys would be like, proof, we don't believe you. Because a lot of guys out there say they get a lot of results so they can make money or they can just boost their own ego. And that's just life. It's like...
And then they get you in fucking trouble.
Yeah, so then I would put out... eventually I started putting out the proof. I figured out what you guys wanted to see. I'd make 10, 20 minute videos with just I don't know, 50 girls in them. And then I made 50 of those videos. So that might be 2,500 girls just on YouTube. And then some feminists find it and it gets a bit viral. And then it turns into an Andrew Tate situation where you get cancelled for being misogynistic.
I like Andrew Tate. He's a good guy. He's pretty cool.
Well, he's a bit Ponzi schemey, but
maybe... Apart from that.
Yeah, apart from being a Ponzi scheme, he's red pill. He's he understands life more than most guys do, for sure. But let's not make the video about him. What I was trying to say is my situation is kind of similar to his because he got cancelled from YouTube and payment methods, social media, a lot of stuff. And that's what happened to me before. 2 years before the Andrew Tate thing happened to me. So when I see the Andrew Tate thing happen, I'm like, oh, happened to me. Shit. It's happening again. And that's no surprise because that's the way society deals with people that are because I wasn't that popular, but when I started getting really popular, that's when they banned me. So when I had a video with 1 million views and most of my videos had more than 10,000 views, and overall I had 60,000 subscribers, I was getting 10,000 subscribers per month. That's when they banned me because they're like, dude, this guy is putting out stuff that doesn't fit our agenda of society. It doesn't. It doesn't really go with what we want people on YouTube to think. We don't want people to think for themselves. We don't want people to know what really works. We just want them to be part of the herd, which is what, ultimately YouTube wants to make money, right? Instagram wants to make it. What makes them money? The truth doesn't make them money. It's the herd mentality that makes them money. If they put something out there, they want all you to be rabbits and goats and sheep
and stay in the matrix
and just like follow what they want, and that's going to make them more money. If you question the world and understand what's happening and be more red-pilled, but I'm not super red-pilled or anything, a little bit, they're not going to make as much money. And it's just not going to work out too well for them. They just want to hold their monopoly, and they also want to appear like they are PC, feminist first, family friendly, whilst making the most money, and all that together kind of destroys people that are trying to
a lot of you guys watching
help men get laid. And in other words, I mean, helping men get laid is an essential thing, and I think it helps women as well in the long run. It really does help women, because women don't want
preventing men from sleeping around. Probably, I mean, that's a big factor.
Women don't want like their time wasted by creepy guys or guys that don't know what they're doing. If men are more strong in their life and have more experience and more confidence, going to help women in the long run, I think. But
they don't want lower quality or lower class guys using game to get laid. Probably.
But this is this is what they actually want. This is not what they think they want. What they think they want is something completely different. What they think they want is what society tells them they want. You know, that's different than what they want. What society, what people think they want, and what they actually want, different. That's not what this video is about, though. This video is about drama. Maybe that's all part of the drama. So
it's kind of connected. Yeah,
everything's connected, I suppose.
It's all connected in the matrix.
Let you say what you want to say for a bit.
I don't know. We're just talking about the drama, and then they went after you because
who went after me? A lot of people went after me. A lot.
The media. Or whatever.
Which specific stage?
Actually, yeah.
Even
who went after you?
Like we had the media, like the Polish media went after me.
Poland?
Polish media went after me. The Australian media's been after me at the same stage. Indonesian media went after me.
Australia's fine.
Where else? Mexican media went after me. Brazilian media went after me. Colombian didn't, but you think they would have by now, but they didn't. Peruvian media kind of went after me at some point. At some point, the American media published something about me. The French media published something about me. The England media have published something about me as well before. That's the ones I know of. There might be more.
England's fine.
Mexico was the biggest, though. Without a doubt, that's what shut me down the most.
That's weird that Mexico...
But what got me shut down the first time was the British media. And the second time, what shut me down was the Mexican media.
Britain's fucked. That's what I can say.
So
Britain's a feminist shithole.
Yeah,
It is.
I've been first in my life. I feel like I was a victim to myself because I didn't know what to do in life. I was a victim to society, maybe, but I don't like being a victim. So really, what started me doing all this is because I had a family didn't really know how to teach me how to talk to women, and I had a society that didn't know how to teach me how to talk to women, and I had friends and everything around me that didn't know how to teach me how to talk to women, so I had to figure it out myself. So then I had to go on this like life mission.
And society
your channel name, this life mission to figure it all out. And eventually when I started figuring it out and understanding what it was all about, they banned me from everything. So I couldn't voice my opinion. And even to this day, I get guys coming up to me on the street saying, "Dude, Bradicus, I know you. I see you. Dude, I still know you. Even like 2 years, like no videos or anything. They still know me, and they come up to me on the street.
Try cock block you or something.
Sometimes, but most of the time they just want to say hi. But a lot of the time, guys don't know they're cock blocking because you might be with a girl "Oh, dude, you're that guy that fucked like heaps of girls." I'm like, there's a girl sitting next to me I just met, and she's like, I'm like, "Dude, that's a little bit cock-blocking, right?" He's like, "Nah, man, I'm just a big fan of yours. I watch your videos about how to fuck women." And I'm like, your social calibration's pretty low, bro, if you think that you're like being cool right now. But yeah, some guys don't know what's cool and what's not.
Time to get some coaching.
They don't get it. I mean, that's not necessarily about coaching. That's just about social awareness, I think. I don't.
Can you coach social awareness?
Yeah, you can. It takes longer, but yeah, it takes a while. Social awareness is very important when it comes to talking to women because girls look at that when they judge you as a person. Yeah, they look at you like, how really are you socially aware of my situation, my friend's situation, and the situation that we're in general. Like, we're in a mall. How are you going to react to me being in a mall? Are you going to treat this like a nightclub? That's not very socially aware. Like, if I take a step back, are you going to react by taking a step towards me? That's socially uncalibrated. Like, if I keep rejecting you, are you going to get angry? That's socially uncalibrated, you know? It depends. Like, for me, I act a lot differently than I did before, because now the way I react to a woman isn't so much about what's the socially calibrated thing to do. It's like, what is saving me time? Because I don't like to waste my time. Before, I'd all be about the social calibration. Now I'm more about saving time. So I'll get myself into a situation where I've managed to get 3 dates to the same bar without even realizing I did that, just because I was texting so many girls and said, yeah, meet me here, and I didn't think they were going to come, and they all come, and now I have like an awkward situation, which is a bit socially uncalibrated.
It's compound pussy.
And well, it doesn't usually work out too well unless you're in a place like Colombia, for instance, but some places it doesn't work out too well. One time I was in the Philippines, invited 2 girls to bars right next to each other at the same time. So I figured they wouldn't.
Yeah, I've done that. Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
But that's the second girl didn't. I met the first girl, and the second girl didn't see me in that bar, so she just happened to be like, "Oh, just look into the next bar, see if he's in there." Boom, I'm in there. So I'm in there sitting with the girl, and she comes over. Are you? You know my name.
Another girl.
And she says, "Is that you, for the guy from the picture?" And my girl's like, "Yeah, that's him." And then she says, "Oh." Then she sits down and says, "Well, I travelled an hour. I'm gonna sit down and talk." And I just kind of like sit back, and waited for what happened. And like, what happened was the uglier one left and the hotter one stayed. And it kind of worked itself out. But that doesn't always happen. Sometimes the hotter one will leave. Sometimes they'll both leave and make friends. But in this certain circumstance, they weren't ganging up against me, and they weren't joining up as a team. But if the girls do gang up against you or join up as a team, you lose. You lose.
Yeah, you lose.
You lose both of them. But they kind of like competed, and the hotter one came out on top, because the other one was like, "Well, I'm not gonna win here, obviously," and just left. She was like, "I have to go," and then it's like the girl next to me was the ugly one, but she was still okay. The other one was pretty, sitting opposite, and the one next to me excused herself. "Well, I have to go." And as soon as she left, the other one was like, "Wow." And then just like lifted her bag up, and then came and sat right next to me immediately, and put her arm around me, and I was like, as if she won. She acted as, and this is kind of funny. This was in the Philippines, by the way.
Yeah, you did a personal best.
That was, what do you mean personal best?
You said you did a personal best.
Yeah,
five in one day.
Yeah, I did 5 new girls that none of them I had met previously, and I had. I don't even know if I can say that on YouTube. But I had some kind of romance with them that you guys can imagine what that is. With all 5 of those girls on the first day.
Coffee dates.
You can imagine.
5 coffee dates in one day.
Have like,
holding hands.
Had like 30 coffee dates in one day. Let's not say what it isn't.
But some of these fuckers, if you don't have infields, it never happens. So we need evidence.
I have evidence on my phone, but
of those 5.
I don't want to get I don't want to get perma-banned again.
Yeah, I'll get banned.
I don't want to get
Well, I'm avoiding that.
But this is what we're talking about is very controversial. So if you put infield, if it's like innocent infield, it's okay-ish. But if you go like, I banged these 5 girls on one day, that was a record, and you put all their faces on there, dude, you're asking for trouble. And then guys are like, yeah, you got the proof, you're the shit, and you get banned. But then you guys want to see the guy that gets. It's like you guys want drama. Like, you don't want, because what you're asking for is a guy to get banned. Like, I was created because you guys wanted it, and then I got deleted.
I had a bunch of fucking nerds there going, "Where's your? We need more evidence. Show me more."
Well then, show them, but don't show them. I don't know.
Show them, but don't show them.
Find a way to show them without showing them.
I'll show you guys, but not show you guys. We'll do that then.
Well,
so drama. That's where we're.
What you can do is when you do meet a girl, you could blur her face, or you could get her to wear a mask or something. But then they won't know she's pretty. That's the problem.
If we're out with girls, I'll do selfie videos. I've got quite a few on here.
You could make it a thing where it's like, if the girl somehow consents completely to the video, maybe it'll be more okay with society's views as well. But that's the thing, it's, if the girl finds out about your YouTube channel, it completely changes the gist of the interaction that you're having with her, especially before you've had sex. So it's not really a genuine representation of what you can expect to happen with a girl is if the guy you're watching is pulling out the camera and saying, "You're on YouTube, react."
Yeah, and you guys don't fully understand that either. Like, my first year, all of the girls that were on there, they knew about the YouTube channel, and they knew I was and it just fucked everything up.
It doesn't give you a good representation of what to expect with a genuine cold approach. That's the issue.
Yeah, they have to not know that it's there or it's acting.
That's the thing, right? If that wasn't an issue, I would never have got banned. Because I wouldn't have had to do it that way, but I did. You know what I mean? I had to do it that way.
But if you don't film it, it never happened in some of these fuckers' minds.
Well, that's why I got bigger, because
Catch-22.
I did what people wanted, and I got bigger because of it, but then I also got zero because of it in the end.
Exactly.
It's alright, I learned life lessons. I mean, it actually helped me learn more shit as well. But yeah, there was some of the toughest and craziest stuff that happened to me. After all my social media was deleted, it was a pretty tough time. I'm not going to say I was depressed or anything, but I was ready for the worst case scenario to happen.
Did Tom Torero get banned more? Did he lose?
No, I got banned more than him.
Okay.
I got more wrecked than Tom Torero, but his reaction was different than mine. He reacted in the worst way possible. He reacted with taking himself. I reacted with, I'm just going to double down.
I've covered
double
that
down with the girls I'm having relations with, not double down on YouTube.
Yeah, Danya Hijaji or whatever the fuck your name is. Fuck you, bitch. Next.
Don't know who that is.
That's the journalist that went after him.
Oh.
You got blood on your hands, bitch. Yeah.
Say it a bit more professionally like that from YouTube, and then you're asking to get banned if you do that.
You serious? We'll get banned for this? Come on.
For saying it like that, yeah.
I'm joking, Danya.
That was just like...
I'm joking.
That was just, it's like a play with words or something.
You can get banned for that.
We'll see.
Oh yeah, we're going to find out. There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, there is only one way to find out. I mean, it just needs to get more views anyways. It's going to have thousands
I'm getting 100 views per video, okay?
Let's get 10 times more than that. 100 times more than that, then the fireworks are going to happen.
I'll get a good 150, I think.
Yeah, it's probably a good 100 people. If you get 150 views, there's probably 100 people watching. Some of them only watch for 10 seconds, though, and can hardly count that, but yeah.
There's a few out there that watch these.
What kind of other drama do you want to know about? I ordered something, so let me just
Maybe I should do a live. Well, I'll post this, and if any of you guys...
There's got to be more stuff. We've covered hardly anything. Ask me more shit. I want you to specifically bring the stuff. Think about the video you made about me. When we weren't really talking and weren't specifically like super friends or anything, we just
squashed the drama. We're cool now.
Yeah, but you made a video about me burning out the whole city of Mexico. Let's revisit that.
That one. Yeah, what did I say?
What do you want to?
That wasn't an attack one, but that was.
What do you want to bring back up from that video?
I can't even remember the video.
Okay, well I can bring up some stuff. You might have said something like, because if I did what I did, now it's going to be harder for other guys to go there.
Did I say that?
So. I have something to say about that. You might think if you go to Mexico City now, it's harder than it used to be. That's my fault. It's not. You know what's actually made the world harder?
I don't think it will change anything.
You know what's made the world harder? I have this theory. You know what's made... I know this because I have traveled to many countries, especially even like poorer countries during the coronavirus, to avoid having to lock down or wear a mask.
Yeah.
I've essentially like dodged wearing masks and locked down for the entire time. I probably only had like 3 days of lockdown for the last 2 years, which is obnoxious compared to we fuckers locking down all the time. And I hardly wore a mask sometimes, but hardly. I've been bouncing around countries, and I've noticed these countries before and after Corona because I was there before, and then some of these countries during the Corona and then after. And I got to see the transition.
Yeah, because the girls get locked in.
This is the most common way every country's changed. Before the Corona, you'd meet a girl, they would be more reliable to meet. They would come, they wouldn't flake, they wouldn't ask for anything, and you would have sex with a lot of them. Now you meet a girl, you have sex with a lot of them, but the first thing is they're a bit more flaky than they used to be. And the reason for that might be, scared of Corona, more fearful, more poor, and people are more poor, so there's more financial reason for not to come, because like I I don't have the time because I have no money. And another thing that's
social skills from the lockdowns.
And another thing is girls are a little bit more awkward. That's true. That's really, a real big thing though now is girls are expecting money more than they used to. Before you'd meet a girl and they'd never really want any money. Now girls might see online dating or even meeting men in general as an income source. So
but there's more innocent girls, I've noticed. So many more innocent girls too.
I found the opposite. I found there's less innocent girls now than there was before. I found that coronavirus turned every girl into like an expecting of money. Not every, but more. There's a high percentage. I found that after the coronavirus, there's new applications now. Now we have we have all these like applications in all these third world countries and lots of countries to send money to people instantly. Right, and they'll be like, "Oh, do you have that payment app?" And they'll ask for something. Oh,
yeah, okay.
Like that wasn't really a thing before. They didn't have those apps commonly used. Now they're very commonly used. Right. Girls use them on Tinder basically for an income source, so they don't have to work. So, and I think there's more prostitution than there used to be before the corona. Now, that being said, I'm actually getting laid more than I did before, only because I found some extremely crazy ways of getting laid that I didn't know about before. That, I don't know, 3-4x the leads, you could say. So even with the handicap, I've managed to get laid more.
And he's bringing out a new digital product on that very soon. Oh, and that's whole purpose?
I'm not actually.
Oh, okay.
No, this is no sale. Don't turn it into something that it's not. It's not a sale.
Joking.
It's the truth. But if you do want to learn about that, there is actually a current product, but there's no digital product coming out.
So, if you're going to come back, are you going to use the same name or are you going to use a different name, like I suggest? Chadicus.
Let's not talk about that on here. I don't have to if I choose to do
not
that.
Not on here.
I'm not disclosing it on here if I choose to do that, but I think I'll just use the same one, Bradicus, because everyone knows it, but we'll see. What was I saying? I do think women, though, have like... you didn't notice though. You didn't notice because you've been in Australia most of the coronavirus, so you probably haven't seen it like I have. I've seen it in Brazil. I've seen it in Mexico. I've seen it in Colombia. I've seen it in Peru, and now I've come back to Southeast Asia as well. I've seen some of the countries there as well. And okay, the first changes, nightclubs will change. Nightclubs,
they're all fucked.
Nightclubs raise fees and lower capacity. Yeah. And what that does is it might increase the desperation of the men there and make the women feel like they're even more higher value than they already are. Because the women were still getting for free. But now the men have to pay double or triple, and that makes the women feel like they're even more on a pedestal than they were before.
Supply and demand.
Right? It makes it even more ridiculous. So I don't think the nightclubs have gone better by any stretch of the imagination. I think women are even more on a pedestal in nightclubs than they previously were. And in day game is just a little bit... Day game's the same, except women are a little bit more defensive and they wear masks. In the nightclub, you don't really see the mask because girls don't wear the mask in the nightclub. But in the day, they put it on their face and they cover their nose and their mouth and you can't really see who you're approaching. And if you told them to take it off, and the girl's not really up. You have to make her comfortable first. You really have to spend some time making her go comfortable to tell her to take a mask off. Otherwise, she's going to think that you're like assaulting her or something, verbally assaulting her. You're making her uncomfortable.
And there's less guys approaching.
So it's really...
A lot of guys went through isolation. Probably a lot of you guys out there went through isolation, a little bit more.
Maybe there's awkward. I would say there's less guys approaching as well. But I think there's I think
so. That's
I also think that, but it's an opportunity. But you're approaching girls with their mouths on. It definitely makes it harder and more complicated to find the girl you want. So what as a result, a lot of people have gone to online. Guys have gone online. Women have gone online, and a lot of women have lost their jobs. Men have lost their jobs. Now women go back to their natural, one of their most ancient jobs in the world. What's the oldest job in history of humans? What's the most ancient job?
Carpenter.
What would be more ancient, carpenter or prostitute?
carpenter.
You think there were carpenters before prostitutes?
I wasn't going to say, prostitutes.
It's the oldest job known to
humans.
No. We're not saying it in a negative way. We're just saying for as it is, and it is what it is. So when shit comes to shove, girls go back to their ancient jobs to make money, and now more girls are going back to their... No, don't say it in a negative way. Don't get yourself banned when you don't need to.
I don't think... Come on, they're going to...
Getting
100 views.
All I'm saying is that's one of the oldest jobs, or if not the oldest job to humankind, because that's what women resort to when they don't have anything else. So when society is going bad, you might see an increase in prostitution. And guess what? Coronavirus, society's going a bit shitty, and more prostitutes. So that kind of that comes out more on Tinder.
And women are all becoming journalists too. Kind of the same thing.
No, they're not the same.
They're not the same thing?
Dude, you're going to get yourself banned by making these
Similar though.
Oh, but basically you're saying journalism is fake and they're not real. They're not doing a good job at it. They're not doing what they should do, but that doesn't mean they're prostitutes.
Most journalists are.
There's a complete difference. Someone that doesn't do their job well, it doesn't make them a prostitute. Look, if you're a bad pickup artist, it doesn't mean you're a prostitute.
Metaphorically, whores.
I'm going to have to not agree with you though. But okay. It's funny, but it's not agreeable for me. I mean, I think that...
It's only going to get... Look, it's only the guys that subscribe to this channel.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's going to get 100 views.
I don't like journalists either, but I don't think that makes someone a prostitute for being a journalist.
I like journalists.
I most definitely don't like many journalists.
When they get fired.
I think 99% of journalists aren't very good, but I'm not going to say that.
99% are...
not good.
Most of the shit.
Yeah, because that's...
Almost all of them are shit. They're lying.
Because their job is sensationalism. Their job is to feed the herd.
Yeah.
And the herd doesn't want something that helps them, wants something that entertains them for the shortest amount of time from their life they don't really like.
Yeah, clickbait.
Yeah.
Inside
That's why TikTok's really popular. That's why shorts on YouTube are becoming more popular, because people don't really want to see real content. They want to have an escape from their depression or their shitty life. That's what Corona has done to the world. It's popularized TikTok and popularized shorts. And you might notice that educational videos don't seem as interesting to you anymore. Yeah. Because that's what the world has changed to. Maybe the average IQ has also gone down.
Probably.
Not that IQ is a good way to measure intelligence to begin with.
It is. It's the best way.
I mean, if you look at IQ, there's some IQ tests, they include who's the most popular celebrity? And your IQ goes up because you know about Justin Bieber.
It depends on which one.
Obviously, that's if you're going to do a real genuine IQ test, you're going to have to test spatial awareness and mathematics and language formation skills, real skills. Not
Justin Bieber's Canadian.
Not when did Justin Bieber have his last girlfriend and now you are smarter because you know about Justin Bieber's relationships. That's not real intelligence. But a lot of people think that is, which is a joke.
In Canada's Justin Bieber, Canada, Justin Trudeau.
They're all Justin Timberlake.
It says a lot about, I think Canada's almost dead. It's almost finished.
Is there food coming?
Well, food's almost on its way.
It's coming. It's not quite here yet.
I know we don't have any proof that we're actually getting laid, but you're just going to...
Well, hang on. Let's show them something. What can I show them?
Well, you can't show them that.
It's your YouTube channel, I don't care.
Oh, you can't. That's my YouTube
I can't
channel.
I can't get banned from your YouTube channel. Only you can get banned. So how many girls should I show? Pick a number between 1 and 10. I'll show that many girls.
And
0. Okay.
Like
0, that's
subscribe.
Fine. I was about to show some infield because I had nothing to lose. He has more to lose than I do, believe it or not.
If it doesn't happen on YouTube, it doesn't happen in real life. That's how it works. So, we might do a live. We'll see how it goes.
We should, because we didn't talk about shit in this video.
Yeah, because then you can see the comments. We'll see what happens.
All right.
No, we covered a bit of ground. It was good. I'll see you guys in...
Break us out!
I'll see you guys in the next video.